Good afternoon. This session, we will be talking about personal protective equipment and how to properly don and how to properly doff personal protective equipment. So what are personal protective equipment? The main idea about it is that these are equipment where you will wear to protect yourself from either blood, body fluid exposure, or any exposure which are untoward or might be expected because of the type of procedure that you're gonna do. So this will include a lot of things. This will include the regular surgical mask. You can have a gown. This is a sterile gown, but there's also isolation gowns which are not packed and sterilized. You also have the most common one used, which is the gloves, of course. So this one are nitrile gloves. You also have latex and vinyl gloves. As infection prevention and control, we do not recommend vinyl gloves because those are very thin. Those are actually used for food safety or preparation of food, but not for healthcare. So latex gloves, well, it's also thicker than the vinyl, but it is actually thinner than latex, so it can also be a risk for needle stick injury or blood and body fluid exposure because it can easily tear. However, there are new types, which is just like this one that I'm holding. These are what we call as nitrile gloves. Nitrile gloves are usually used for highly infectious diseases such as Ebola, or when you are going to be exposed to highly pathogenic infections. So we're using this, for example, for decontamination in the CSSD, Central Sterilization Department, or in waste treatment plants. So if you can see, nitrile gloves are a little bit more thicker. Yeah, that's the one which are usually comes in colors, and it's not powdered, so it's not. It has lesser it's more hypoallergenic and lesser risk for allergies. So also, the one which we always forget is actually the goggles or the face shields. So this one is a goggle. Although you're wearing glasses, you're supposed to still wear goggles so that it protects the sides of your eye or your temporal area. Okay, so when we are wearing PPE, it has to be, of course, you have to do hand hygiene first because that's the most important thing. It's either you wash your hands with soap and water, or you can actually do hand scrub or hand rubs with alcohol.